Good evening, and welcome to Grow with IPED. This program comes to you with the kind compliments of the Institute of Private Enterprise Development, IPED. Everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana. I am Carlotta Budi, and I thank you for joining us this evening. At IPED, our vision is to improve livelihoods by building sustainable micro and small enterprises. Sustainable, that's the important word there. Additionally, we provide business guidance, technical assistance, and loans. And this evening, we want to talk to micro and small entrepreneurs about competitive advantage. What is competitive advantage? That's the unique set of values or qualities that small businesses that a small business has that helps to set you apart from similar businesses within the same industry. So here in Guyana, of course, a lot of micro businesses, especially when you are in retail or you are in distribution, a lot of us, we do the same business. So you'll find everybody doing plantain chips or everybody selling drinks or even with clothes, right? You are selling the same kind of thing, the same brand, the same color, everything. So you have a lot of similarities and you're not necessarily able to differentiate on the price. You're not able to differentiate on the product because the importers, you go buy from the same importers, right? And then you get, if you go down Regent Street, for example, I'm talking about Region 4 in Georgetown. If you go down Regent Street and the people with the little stands outside of the stores, so you go, everybody's going to a particular dish wholesaler, right? And then they buy all the jeans or the t-shirts or whatever they are, and then they sell them. So if you walk down a particular block, everybody has the same thing. So you are unable to differentiate on the product, and you are sometimes unable, most times, because everybody's buying from the same wholesaler at the same price. And so you're not able to differentiate. When you're selling, you're selling for the same price. So how do you differentiate? How do you get a competitive advantage? Most of the times, your differentiation, therefore, will need to be on service, right? So for a micro and even a small business person to have that unique thing that sets them apart, they will need to differentiate on service. So that's how you can get your competitive advantage. What can you do better in terms of service differentiation? What can you do better? Let's think about your business. How could you be better? One of the things I have noticed, and I would encourage, is to be present. A lot of people, I go to the mall sometimes, and you walk up to some stores or kiosks, and then you see people like this, their head down, because they're not paying attention. The phone is what has their attention, right? So you can come into the store or walk by or even stop, and they're not paying attention. They don't know that you were there. They're not present, right? They're somewhere else. And then you say something and they look up. Sometimes people do not answer with words. They shake their heads or they look at you. You want to engage the customer. So you need eye contact. You need a smile. You need to be present, pay attention, answer with words, talk to the person. Engage them, right? Listen to what they're asking you. This is not a recent story, but I've never forgotten this. I think it was Water Street many years ago, I believe. I walked up to a store, went into the store actually, and I said, by the time about to ask about the jeans, she said, "We got nothing to fit you." I mean, I'm like, now, if the person would have listened, would have realized I was trying to get a gift. I was asking for a particular size in this particular jeans, and it was not for me. But because the salesperson was not engaging, they were not listening, then they could not serve me. Actually, they offended me. So pay attention, listen, right? The other thing is, for you to have a competitive advantage on service, then you have to pay attention to the details, the cleanliness of the store. If you're saying that you're opening at 8, then it's not 8:15 that you open the door. This is even something we talk about in our own office, because there's some people, they want to come into the office to do business before they go to work. So they ask for at 15 minutes to come late, or half an hour, so that they stop at your business, do their business quickly, and then continue on to work. So if you're saying your opening time is 8, or your opening time is 9, or your opening time is 10, then you have to open at that time. And not open and now sweeping and moving things around. But when you open, you're ready to serve. Some people open the door, now they're cleaning, now they're spraying, now they're mopping. It's a mess. So if you're opening at 8, you have to be there by 10 to 8. At least the latest you should show up is 10 to 8 to open up. If you have any kind of security system, you can disarm the building. If you needed to do a quick, cleanup. And I always say, before you leave, do all the cleanup and set the store or your business place for the next day. So as you walk in, you are ready. Good? So look at your opening time, and do not open to start cleaning, open to start serving. Yes? Look at the layout of your store, how clean it is. You have wires running, people tripping. Pay attention. Your merchandise, sometimes you have a lot of things packed up. Look at your service. That's how you're going to differentiate. Look at what your store looks like. Look at the details. Pay attention to that. Right? Be helpful. Suggest. Sometimes you walk into a store and I want to buy something, and I'm asking a question and they're like, no, we ain't got that. And that's it. You wouldn't say, but listen, we don't have this, but this is another thing you can use, right? You can use this and it works just the same, or talk. Because when you start to talk to people, then sometimes they end up buying something else. They came for X and then they end up leaving with A, B, and C, because you're engaging, you're being helpful, you're suggesting. Very, very important. For micro and small businesses, your competitive advantage really will turn on your service. The service you offer, because your price sometimes is really non-negotiable because of what you're buying it for. The other person, everybody's buying it for that. So how you serve. Could you put it in a nicer bag? Could you engage? Could you smile? Could you talk? Right? So that's what I want to leave with you. You have some other thoughts, you can always send me an email, or you can call our offices. We're going to share with you those numbers in a bit, and we can get some feedback from you. Actually, I must, before I go to break, shout out Miss Peters. I told her I didn't have something to write. I think it's Magrad Peter. She said, my name is Scottish. So the first name was very unusual. But we met in the store and she said, I know you. Your voice. Oh, Grow with IPED. So hello, and thank you for being a part of the program. So remember, competitive advantage, it has to do with, mostly for small and micro, it will turn on the service. We're going to go to a music break, and then we come back. I will share with you our offices and the numbers to reach the staff there, and talk to you a little bit more about the services we offer. So let's get to dancing.
Just wave your hands and follow. Don't matter where you belong to. Good vibes and cricket fever. So just wave your hands and follow. This is another reason for a big celebration. The loudest party cause we in the CPL season. Guyana is the place if you want feel the party. Big cricketing we've been from since we little we start play. Sharing this moment with me friends and me family. Welcome to Cricket Carnival. Just wave your hands and follow. Just wave your hands and follow. Don't matter where you belong to. So just wave your hands and follow. We screaming 4 and 6 though. Excitement in the front row. Sunshine or rain we playing. So just wave your hands and follow. This is another reason for a big celebration. The loudest party cause we in the CPL season. Guyana is the place if you want feel the party. Big cricketing we win from since we little we start play. Sharing this moment with me friends and me family. Welcome to Cricket Carnival. Just wave your hands and follow. Just wave your hands and follow. Don't matter where you belong to. So just wave your hands and follow. Just wave your hands and follow. Just wave your hands and follow. Don't matter where you belong to. So just raise your hands and follow. Welcome to Cricket Carnival. Welcome to Cricket Carnival. Welcome to Cricket Carnival. Welcome to Cricket Carnival.
Welcome back. You're with me here on Grow with IPED. Thank you for staying, or if you've just joined me, thank you. IPED is everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana. We have our head offices 253, 254 Border, South Road Border, and 226 4675. The East Bank branch is in that office as well, and they serve a part of Georgetown all the way to East Bank going up the Lyndon Susdike Highway, and the branch manager there is Mrs. Deborah Austin. Region 1, we do have 2 branches there. The officer there in Mabaruma is Miss Francis, Vianney Francis, and in Port Kaituma, Mr. Sheldon Prince. And then Region 2, we have 2 offices. Cottonfield, the main office there, 7714955. Mr. Vishnu Harpal is the manager for the entire region, and the officer in charge sits at the charity branch, 110 Charity, in that mall there, Mr. Barry Singh. So if you're in Region 2, we have 2 offices for you all the way down to Charity, and then in Cottonfield. Region 3, again in Region 3, we have 2 offices. You come over from Georgetown, then you are in Vredenhoop. That is Mr. Ramasar Brindaban, and then you have If you come to the main office in Hydroni, Parika, that will be Mr. Devindra, but Mr. Devindra is the manager for the entire of Region 3. 260, call that number, 4399. And then Region 4, I spoke to you about the East Bank branch already that's located in the head offices, but then we have something in Lusignan. Mr. Sean Prasad is there on the East Coast. That is 220-1251. So that's Lusignan. Then Region 5, we have Avinash Rambindranath. He is in Rosignol. In Region 6, we have 3 offices. Mr. Elvis Rose, he runs the entire of Region 6. There is an office, Main and Chapel Street, in the DDL building where there's DSL and so on. IPED is in that building. That is New Amsterdam. Miss Desiree Tahal is the officer there. Then you go to Port Morant, and Mr. Rose is there, and you'll also find Mr. Dolphus is also there. And if you go further down to Riverton, IPED office is down there too, and Mr. Pancham, he is the officer in charge there. So Region 6, 3 branches, and then Region 7 is served by Parika, and 260-4399. They will tell you when they are coming to Bartica. Region 7 is served by the Parika branch. By the way, Parika is open on Sunday. They're closed on Wednesday, but they're open on Sunday. The hinterland, we have the hinterland operations. They serve Madhya as well. And then in that's Region 8, Madhya. And then Region 9, Lethem. We have German is there. Calistro, and he also goes to Anai. Region 10, that's Miss London. Kedosia London is the officer there. Her manager is Miss Amanda Gonzalez. Letham's managers Miss Amanda Gonzalez. Madhya manages Miss Amanda Gonzalez as well. So she runs the whole of Interland operations. That's Region 1, Region 8, Region 9, Region 10. If you have any complaints or compliments, you can call or text 0608-8920, or you can send us an email as well at complaints@ipedgy.com. So IPED is everywhere in Guyana and is for everyone. If you have a business idea, you can start a business with us. If you already have an existing business, you can grow your business with us, right? Any legal idea, legal business, we are here to partner with you, right? IPED is for you. You can call for an appointment. You don't need to come to the office. To WhatsApp us. We will call you back, and the officer will talk to you, right? All of our micro and small businesses, that's who we serve, beginning from, as you can get up to $2 million, and they are all uncollateralized. If you are a young person, 35 and under, you can get a loan from IPED without collateral as well, which means you don't have to pledge anything tangible. You don't have to have a house, land, and car. We look at your character and your ability to repay, the capacity of your business to pay. You do not need to have a business plan to approach us. We will sit with you, talk with you, and figure it all out with you, right? So any legal business idea, we fund. So IPED is for you, and we really want to partner with you so that you can have a sustainable. The word is sustainable. We want the business to be sustainable. It must grow, and it must have that capacity, and we're here to help you, right? All right, so let me, before I leave you, we're still celebrating, well, a lot of things this September. It's Amerindian Heritage Month. It is also Suicide Prevention Month. We need to remember that. And in Guyana, we have a suicide hotline number. I am going to have Erwin put that graphics to put that number on the screen for you. The suicide hotline number. You don't have to be alone. You can call and talk to someone if you need someone to talk to. and they can throw you a lifeline. So we want to all do something, listen, support, and get help. All right. And for the person who, if you're experiencing those ideations, call the number on the screen, suicide hotline number. Right. Remember to pay your installments on time. You have a lot of options. You can pay in any office. You can pay any bill payment facility and MMG as well. So you have options to pay your installments. And if you're having a difficult time with managing the business and getting your installment, call your officer. Don't just say, I'm going to pay when I'm able. No, it affects your credit rating, your character, your credit rating, right? So if you have an issue, just call the officer and they will help you as well. So as I leave you, I want to remind you to stay safe. When you're in public places, still be very careful, wear your mask, right? Remember to sanitize. Even when you come to us at IPED, we still have our wash basin outside with soap and paper towel. I always like to say and paper towel because it's so important when you wash your hands. What are you going to do with it? You need to dry it. And how do you turn off the pipe, the faucet? You need to use the paper towel to turn it off because you just sanitize your hand, and then you don't want to go touch the faucet with sanitized hands. So you need to have that paper towel so you can turn off the pipe. Good. So be safe out there. Watch your speed when you're driving. Be present. Get off of your phones. Pay attention to what's happening. Don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. We want to be able to work together so we can have a good Guyana. We want your business to succeed, and for that to happen, you need to be in it, alive and a part of it. So thank you for spending these moments with me on Grow with IPED. This program will be rebroadcast on Channel 9 on Sunday at 8:30. Next week, please join me again on Grow with IPED right here on NCM Channel 11 at 7:30 on a Friday night. All the best, and remember, get going and keep growing with IPED.